If you find that the headlights on your 2021 and newer Bronco are, well, let's say lacking, then the AlphaRex NOVA-Series LED projectors definitely warrant your attention. These have some serious lighting output combined with eye-catching good looks thanks to their black inner housings, LED projectors, and clear lenses. Plus, they've got a few clever extras included to make for a great addition to any rig. A lot of aftermarket headlights can go a bit over the top on styling, but that is definitely not the case here. You'd almost be able to describe these as OEM plus. The setup here clearly takes some inspiration from the stock lighting setup on the Bronco Raptors, but these are definitely not your OEM headlights. Surrounding the main lighting elements, you're going to find large LED rings with some bigger LED strips cutting through the middle of the housing. These can be lit up either amber or diffused white depending on what kind of look you're after. Go with white if you want that cleaner, modern look, or switch them to amber if you really want to embrace that Raptor style. These will also function as your daytime running lights and double as your turn signals. Now those turn signals are sequential, which is always just frankly cool. These also feature a startup sequence, so when you go to lock or unlock your rig or start it up, the LEDs will do a short flashing sequence that, well, it's not really anything functional. It does add a nice extra touch to the whole thing. The actual lighting elements are worth noting too, of course. So you're going to find 4 ice cube style LEDs which all function together as your low and high beams, and they put out a ton of light. As they are projectors, they have a clean, crisp white light with a wide beam pattern and a sharp cutoff. These are going to far outshine your factory halogens especially, and they cast a lot more light further down the road or trail than your factory setup. And with the black housings inside and the clear lenses over top, they still give you that aggressive appearance without impacting the actual lighting output. As we've come to expect from AlphaRex's offerings, construction is all pretty first-rate here as well. The outer housings are made from polypropylene and you've got clear polycarbonate lenses over top. Now the lenses also have an anti-fogging agent plus another coating on the outside to keep them clear in all conditions and help protect against fading and yellowing. Inside, these feature the Osram Aslan Black Flat LED chips for superior lighting output and longevity. And since they are fully LED, they're going to have a really long lifespan and you don't have to worry about changing out bulbs. On the back, you're also going to find integrated air breathers to help prevent fogging and moisture from getting trapped inside. Plus, there are integrated adjusters, meaning that these are also DOT, SAE, and FMV 108SS approved, making them fully street legal. Pricing is about the only detractor here, as these do not come cheap. The set here is going to run you about $1,850, and that does put them toward the top end of their category. But like with most aftermarket parts, especially headlights, you most always get what you pay for, and that is certainly the case here. There's a lot of good stuff baked in here on top of a great look and tons of lighting output. So if you value all those things and are willing to shell out some extra cash, these are definitely worth picking up. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 1 hour to complete. Now you do have to disassemble a few things in order to get access to the lights, but these are designed to be a totally plug and play setup. Everything you need comes in the box, and these basically are just going to bolt right in place and plug in place of your factory headlights. So this is definitely a job you can accomplish at home. And we're going to walk you through the install process step by step right now. So for that, let's head on out to the shop.
For this install, you need a ratchet, 10 and 8mm socket, Phillips head screwdriver, and a clip removal tool. All right, today we're gonna be installing some headlights on our Bronco, so let's get started. So we're gonna start here by removing our top cover. We just have a bunch of push clips that go across, so we're gonna grab our clip removal tool, pull all those out. Now we can remove our cover out of the way. Now the part of our intake will also come out too. So we just lift that up and lift this up out of the way. So now we're gonna get ready to get our grill out. Now we have our 4 bolts going across the top, but before we do that, we just have our 2 connections here, one for our wiring and one for our washer line. So right here we have our connector for our camera and our washer line. It's nice and simple, just push down, release on the tab here. Right here, we're just gonna squeeze this together and then it'll pull off the line. Just like that. So we have our 4 bolts for our grill. We're gonna grab our ratchet, 10mm socket, take those out. Now we're just gonna pull our grill off. Now it's attached on either side with a couple push tabs. Just gonna release that on both sides. and then in the middle. All right, now there is a bolt that is covered by our front lower trim here, so we just need to release our fender flare here just to get a little bit of access to pop this off. So there's a couple of tabs in here. We're just gonna give it a quarter turn. It's nice and easy, we'll show you to do that. So we're gonna come in here and give these a turn, and then just pull it out, and it'll give us enough room. Now go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So you see that gives us enough room. Now we're just gonna get on our side lower trim here, just pull that off. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and we can remove the whole thing together. So we'll just grab our lower trim, release it from the few more tabs that's holding it in. And remove it all together. So down at the bottom here, we have our 8mm bolt that was hidden. So we'll grab a ratchet and socket and take that out. So up top, we have 2 more bolts, one 10mm here, and then a push clip. So we'll grab our clip removal tool, just pop that out. Then switch to our ratchet 10mm socket and take our 2 bolts out. Now we can pull our headlight out, unplug it from our connector, just a push tab to release and pull back. Now you can go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. Now before we get our new headlight in, we just have a couple options to go over. Now this headlight does a feature to go either white or amber DRLs. So we're gonna show you how to change that. You're gonna see this access panel on the bottom here. We're gonna take 4 Phillips head screws off and get access to the wires. We're going to remove our cover here. And in here, you're going to see 2 sets of connectors. Pull this other one out. Now you see that they're both going to be unplugged here. Now this is currently set on all white. If you want to change to amber, you just need to plug these 2 connectors into each other, like so. So now that's currently set to amber. Now it's personal preference of what you want to set this at. So we're gonna leave this set to amber. We're gonna go ahead and put our bottom cover back on and reinstall our Phillips head screws. Now you can go ahead and repeat the same thing with the other headlight if you want to change it to amber, and now we can get these installed. So now we're going to get our new headlight plugged in and then set into place. Just line it all up, and we go ahead and install our bolts and our push clip. So up top here, we're going to reinstall our push clip, help line everything up. And we have our 2 10mm bolts. And go ahead, get our ratchet 10mm socket and tighten those 2 down. We're going to switch to our ratchet 8mm socket and put our lower bolt in. Now you can go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side for the other headlight. Now we can get our lower trim piece on, just line up all of our tabs, lock it in place. And we'll go ahead and get it secured around the sides. So we'll get our edge here in place, then re-secure our fender flare. Now it's nice and easy. You just need to turn the tabs to the left and it'll lock them in place. And then you go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. Now we can reinstall our grille. Just line up all of our tabs, especially on the end here. Just give it a tap. So with our grille in place, we can reconnect our washer line. Simply just push it back into itself, and our connector, just like so. So we're gonna come back up top here, reinstall our 4 10mm bolts for the top of our grille. Grab our ratchet, socket, tighten those down. Last thing we need to install is our cover. So we'll get that lined up in place. And just push on our intake, simply just snaps in. And then we'll reinstall all of our push clips going across. And that wraps up our install of our AlphaRex NOVA-Series LED Projector Headlights with a black housing and clear lens for 2021 and newer Bronco. And remember, for everything Bronco, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.